as we are in for Game 3. This tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. First possession of this matchup will belong to Barangay Ginebra. And in Game 2, they got the jump on NorthPort. Batang Pierre never really getting going as Brownlee locates Stephen Holt. The drive inside, the double team, forcing him to pass out. 2 seconds to shoot. JB, the jumper is pure.
Another good start right here for Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings.
Draws the double team, and now the jumper for Japet off the bank too strong. But Scotty take that ball away from Tolentino to score on the second effort.
And those are the things that NorthPort will really have to work on here in this ball game, even those kinds of shots coming from Scotty Thompson.
Effort has been a big word we have discussed in the first couple of games. NorthPort will have to show off here. Almost a turnover. Fran Yu goes inside. Back to Kadim Jack. William Navarro picks it up, misses. Put back is good for the unmarked Kadim Jack.
For Kadim Jack, it was really difficult for him to have scored in the first 3 quarters. As we see Japet Aguilar with that...
Fran Yu up top, trying to use his speed. Locates Kadim Jack, and he hits another bucket.
That's a great penetration.
With the ball thick, Arvin with the attack. Comes up empty. Rebound is saved. They'll stay with NorthPort. Munzon launches from downtown. It's gone, and they will get the lead.
Joshua Munzon was all squared up for that jumper. Great pass coming from Kadim Jack.
It's also key that your players, especially the ones on the floor, actually believe that they have a shot at upsetting Barangay Ginebra here in Game 3. Brownlee against Tolentino. Double team comes for him. JB dribbles away from trouble. Now a handoff to Stephen Holt on the drive. Layup is good with a foul.
With only 1 second left in the shot clock. Great decision coming from a veteran. What a tough shot comes from Stephen Holt.
You feared him.
That's right.
You were afraid of what he will be able to do against your
Definitely.
squad.
He was so powerful, can take the 3-point shot. What a great rebounder. But going back to this play, there was no defense, nobody talking on D coming from NorthPort, Batang Pierre.
I'm sure Barangay Ginebra fans will have their favorite memories of Nelson Nasaitono going up against them as well. 13-8, a 5-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Rebound for Japet. Ginebra starting to push. Hold to Brownlee. The 3-point shot is good for JB.
Transition defense not there for NorthPort after they missed on the shot.
Do not present themselves as Justin passes up on the 3-point shot. There is a tendency for NorthPort to just rush it. Magmamadali ka na lang.
And then let the offense start from him. No, he's starting from the outside. They're just double teaming him. Just like this one, everybody was on him, and that was a good slide right there coming from Kadim Jack.
Finally, a good big-to-big pass as they connect for 2 points to bring down their deficit to 8. Troy Rosario open from the corner. Misses it. The back tap, though, lands with Brownlee. JB hesitated. Japet will miss, but Rosario will give them an extra possession. Japet, the lefty layup is good.
You talk about athleticism, but first, that big rebound right there.
Japet to Thompson now. Scotty. High banker is good against Kadim Jack.
That floater over the outstretched arms of the import, that was a very tough shot, made easy by Scotty Thompson.
Munzon locates Fran Yu. They're looking for Kadim Jack. Help defense comes in right on time, but they will not be able to deny Kadim Jack, who scores again. Subs coming in for Coach Temcon, Jamie Malonzo and RJ Abarrientos. Arvin lets it fly and converts. That is a long 2.
They need a lot of that coming from Arvin Tolentino, who's only averaging 10 points here in the semifinals.
Good pass once again. Rosario finishes on the other side.
It's so unselfish basketball being shown by...
As he just made a couple of free throws, he hits double digits with 10.
Yeah, he struggled in game number 2. Now this is a much better ball game being played by Kadim Jack. But then again, the defense and those closeouts, those challenges, it's got to be harder for Justin Brownlee here in this ball game.
Coach, that would be the 10th assist of Barangay Ginebra in this game. In the past couple of games, 36 assists per contest. And it looks like they will be able to get to that number as well. And this will be an end one opportunity for Kadim Jack to respond.
Now he's got 12 points. Start this ball game, 24 remaining.
Alonso has been stroking it in this series as well. Picks up his dribble, locates Brownlee, good pass to Rosario.
Wow.
Keeping possession. So what happens now is the review is waived off because this is an extra possession for Barangay Ginebra. They can't double up on the scoring, and Barrientos gets those 2 points anyway. 66 seconds remaining in your first quarter. Kadim Jack leading the charge for NorthPort with 13 points. Make that 15. Gives the ball up now to Munzon. Joshua against a double team, passes away from it. Nelly inside to Kadim Jack. That's his spot. Couldn't convert though. Great effort from Kate Flores as he scores. But that is how you coach it if you're coaching
but it's 2.5 that they haven't scored. 2.5 minutes, so they need Justin Brownlee. Now that's a good one.
Arvin Tolentino scoring inside for Barangay Ginebra. Brownlee against Tolentino. JB. Got familiar shot, signature move, good for 2. He's at double digits with 10.
And you know, because he's been very, very fresh the last 2 games, now you can see that he's just so into this ball game, Justin Brownlee.
Second effort, oh, too strong coming from William Navarro. They spread it out on the other side. Barrientos, drive and kick, Brownlee 3, it's gone!
What a scoring spree being done by Justin.
The fact that he has used Troy Rosario to guard a point guard to open up the first quarter, that has worked well for Ginebra, at least in the last 2 wins, something that he also tried in this matchup here in game number 3. First, the primary defender. Second, on the switch, no cross matches, able to still keep in step with Kadim Jack. And then finally, the catcher in Japet Aguilar to take away any possible rotation and free up a possible open 3 or a dump on inside the paint.
Coach Ronnie, the other aspect for NorthPort is that they are not able to go on the run. What's the reason for this?
Well, number 1, Ginebra has been very disciplined defensively. Number 2, they know what it takes to get to the upper part of, or to the deepest part of the competition. Let's see if NorthPort will finally be able to break the curse of Barangay Ginebra here in the semifinal series.
Thank you, Coach Ronnie Magsano, one of the PBA's first 25 greatest players. Brownlee on an end one, converting on the 3. He has 16, could be 17 here in the first half.
And he has been really the Justin Brownlee.
Decides to go to the other side. That is off. Coming from Navarro, and Mariano already leaking out. He will score on the touchdown.
You know, on the other side, it was a clear mismatch.
Goes to Mariano. He will not force the issue. Brownlee has it now. Barrientos swings it. Malonzo from the corner. Good for 3.
So no posting up this time. He goes to the corner and takes that literally jumper and makes the 3-point shot.
Barangay Ginebra attempting to break this game wide open right here, right now, up by 18. That's a big-to-big ball screen. An open shot, a rare one for Fran Yu, and he converts.
Yeah, that's a big shot right there coming from Fran Yu. They've got to make more of that. It was just so wide open.
Speaking of wide open, back-to-back now for Jamie. He can't believe they're leaving him open. Alonso passes up on the 4. Will take the 3. Challenge. Oh, boy! Red hot. It's Jamie Malonzo. Directing traffic. Goes to Brownlee now, the post. Handoff play. That is basic. That is weak side of the triangle offense. As the other guys have been bringing it as well. Paulo Taha gets the friendly bounce. Does not usually get a ton of minutes. Will not force it. Brownlee now posting up against Taha. JB testing the defense of Paulo. Leaves it for Scotty. Thompson launches from deep. It's sweet.
Oh, wow. You know, the defense of Randy was there. But no hesitation again on that shot of Scotty Thompson.
Another assist for Barangay Ginebra.
62 points were just in the first half.
In a single round robin. But when you have to take on Barangay Ginebra in a 7-game series, there will have to be some adjustments. The only slight problem for Barangay Ginebra, the 3 personal fouls of Troy Rosario. How can they address those? as Kadeem Jack finds an opening and attacks to open the scoring here in the second half.
Strong move right there coming from Kadeem Jack. Now defense is something that they have to really focus on here in the second half.
Barangay Ginebra throughout this series has looked comfortable. They have not been tested too much by NorthPort. Jab step, jumper, good. Money for Brownlee.
You know, he's just so red hot here in this ball game. He's got the legs. He's just so focused. He wants to really score here in game number 3.
20 points even for JB in this contest. His best output already here in this series. Kadeem Jack hands it off. Well, fakes the handoff to Evan Nelly. Now he will try from the outside. That's good, but that is a shot that if you're Barangay Ginebra, you'd live with. So at least a positive coming from them. Can they build? Can they get a stop here against Barangay Ginebra? Aguilar scores on the layup as he was located on that pass coming from JB.
That was a very sharp pass coming from Justin Brownlee.
Nelly to Kadeem Jack. And a shot that he would live with. But here in this third quarter, Kadeem Jack of the PBA, Scotty Thompson gets it on the Euro step. To answer right back, Joshua Munzon could not launch it from deep. He has been very quiet in this game. Only 3 points for Munzon. That pass tapped and stolen. Barangay Ginebra looking for an early opening. They go inside to Troy. Big-to-big pass was not available. Scotty recovers. Up top, Chavez on the alley-oop.
What a great pass coming from Scotty Thompson. Wide open underneath that alley-oop for Japet Aguilar.
Counter-attack here for Kadeem Jack. Drive and kick. Evan Nelly for 3. It's sweet.
Yeah, he's got that shot. He's got to be taking those kinds of shots. Evan Nelly for 3 points for Nelly in this ball game.
A rare 3-point opening for NorthPort as Kadeem Jack attracted a bulk of the defense for Barangay Ginebra with his drive. Scotty uses the Brownlee screen. Scotty with the opening. Kicks it to Japet. Aguilar, double clutch. Misses on the banker. Rosario put back. Will get the bounce.
And those second chance points. The big men of Barangay Ginebra, they're crushing on the boards. Wide open shot right here. Finally from Arvin.
Justin Brownlee did not want to commit to defending Arvin Tolentino as he found enough space to sink it from downtown. Finally hitting double digits with 10.
So this is his average here in this series. 10 points for Arvin Tolentino.
Brownlee, the drive, leaves it for Troy Rosario, left unmarked once again.
Again, those open men underneath, they've been moving very well without them.
And Troy Rosario, as they retain possession here, approaching the midway mark now of the third quarter. Brownlee, the extra pass, chop it inside and one.
The skill level of Justin Brownlee in attacking the very tight defense, even with 2 men, throwing the defense to him.
Barangay Ginebra enjoying this 27-point advantage. Kadeem Jack, the pass lands with Arvin Tolentino. Arvin attacks inside. So much attention on him, opening up that tip-in from Kadeem Jack.
No, even with that penetration of Tolentino on the release, there was a lot of challenge coming from Barangay Ginebra. That's why he still missed that shot.
But NorthPort can't be just exchanging buckets. This is what they need, a stop, and they need a bucket. Taha provides it for them.
So what was defense on the other side became offense. They need a lot more of that. From the one stop.
Oh boy, that was wide open.
He didn't take it.
They swing it. Abarientos from the corner. It's good for 3.
And it turns out to be a very good decision on the part of Justin Brown in swinging that ball from left to right.
Another assisted bucket for Barangay Ginebra to extend their lead back up to 26. Flores, mid-range jumper is good.
Well, you know, Flores, he can play offense, no? But he's being left out in the 15-foot area. He's got to be taking a lot more of those.
Has to hit them consistently for it to be a threat. Barrientos makes it back-to-back. Now Fran Yu made a couple of threes earlier, misses this one. Barrientos. Shovel pass, JB, touchdown.
One miss, and then there it goes.
When he talked to his teammates, he urged them not to allow their confidence to be down, shifting instead to having a sense of urgency. A personal challenge for himself is to not be discouraged by how the early quarters might have looked like. And just
Malonzo almost losing it. They recover. The fake, the shot, the bucket from Barrientos.
Not much effort no, on those shots. On the other side, it was a layup. Now, very tough shot made by Barangay Ginebra.
Looks so casual coming from RJ Barrientos. This will be a jam though for Kadim Jack. No natural center on the floor for Coach Tim Cohn, but they give up an easy bucket on the other side.
Those are just no-nos right there on the defensive side. And I thought that shot was already in, but decided to go out.
Malonzo, this will be a layup with a foul.
Of Jamie Malonzo is already back, was still able to release that ball for this end one.
And the Seals
For NorthPort to end this third quarter.
Kadim Jack on the attack, he banks it home, and that will be the final bucket of your third quarter. To make sure their offense was on point. Oh, that's an end one. That's an end one. And to meet the buzzer for Maverick Ahanmisi.
That was a very tough shot. Not actually the kind of shot that he usually.
Ahanmisi stops, kicks it out to Barrientos. Skip pass, Malonzo, another three.
It's just so red hot. He's going to be playing here in this ball game. He's a very good candidate to be the best player of this ball game with 23 points.
So it means 3 games, 3 different best players for Barangay Ginebra. Well, that could be in the offing. As Taha gets it right back on the other side. Troy Rosario game 1, Japet Aguilar game 2, quite possibly Jamie Malonzo here in the third game. Look at that pass, Malonzo. Misses on the 3-point shot though. Would have been a gorgeous play there. As Arvin Tolentino draws a foul. Basket will count for him. Foul will be tagged on Barrientos.
That is the right call. You hear the whistle, took the shot.
As the Barangay Ginebra faithful requesting Coach Tim Cohn to play one of their favorites in Raymond Aguilar. Oh, that's a turnover. Jamie Malonzo, this will be special. It's a highlight from Barrientos.
Wow. What is happening right here?
You know, devote a lot of patience and effort on the defensive end. That will be another assist coming from Barrientos, locating Ahanmisi for 3. You know, 33 points in 3 games as Jeremiah Gray converts on that shot. 33 points in the series.
By Barangay Ginebra. There's no open look for Arvin Tolentino.
Juan Pesumal launches from deep, in and out. Putback is good for Mayo.
Those are the things that NorthPort really has to work on. Those rebounds, maybe they thought it was already a made shot coming from Juan Pesumal.
Coach Bonitan will now employ a couple of bigs to replace, I think, Tolentino and Kadim Jack. As Kuntapay and Abu Tratter will both see action. And for NorthPort, it was a strong performance in the elimination round. Scoring wins because of sheer will on the offensive side. But in a series, it's so much different as LA Tenorio converts on his first field goal. Series coaching is so different from elimination round coaching,
Well,
right?
you know,
Especially if you go up against the final boss of PBA coaches in Coach Tim Cohn.
When you talk about series, you figure out who's going to be beating you in the series, and they figured out it could be Kadim Jack and Tolentino. So it's going to be quite hard to actually stop Kadim Jack totally. So they work on defending.
4 minutes and change remaining. Paulo Taha really taking every opportunity to play. Still playing with vigor. Like not minding the score.
Of course, yes, definitely. You can see his game face, no? Here in this game. Paulo Taha.
They're playing their zone offense. Maya comes up short. We've been talking about the effort, and sometimes we don't see it, especially running back on defense for NorthPort. But if it was something, it's about their gameplay. If there's something technical, what do you want to see, Coach Alan? At least NorthPort try out to change things up coming into game number 4.
Well, maybe a low-scoring ball game, no? Focusing on less shots, not allowing fast break opportunities, not really focusing on their offense, the entire ball game, not allowing this kind of a high-scoring ball game. So more than focusing on their strength of offense, it's actually how they should be playing individual hard-nosed defense in game number 4.
Now the final timeout of this ball game will be requested by Barangay Ginebra, coming from Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. And still very disciplined as L.A. Tenorio misses on the 4-point shot. Alin Bolanadi takes it strong to the other side to change their mindset and become the defensive team that they were. They were able to beat Barangay Ginebra in the Governor's Cup Finals. But for NorthPort, the entire conference has been about their offense. So how do you all of a sudden close your eyes, prepare for game number 4 and say, okay, it's defense that will win us this next one. So that, you understand, is the big mountain that you will have to climb if you're NorthPort. It'll have to be decisive and it'll have to be quick.
119 points given up in game number 2. 124 right now, below the 1-minute mark. This is just too high, being allowed a team Barangay Ginebra. Remember, in the eliminations, Barangay Ginebra was only averaging 98 points per game. But here in this series, it is more than 115 points already in the 3 games. As Raymond Aguilar takes this 3-point shot and does a Justin Brownlee.
If you ask any member of Barangay Ginebra's faithful here in this Smart Araneta Coliseum what shot they will take with them home,
unselfish, you know, total teammanship being shown by Barangay Ginebra here in this series. There's still 4 more games. What adjustments, major adjustments NorthPort will have to be doing